Many years ago, in a small country town, there lived a woman named Maria. She was known for her beauty and her generosity, always helping those in need, even if it meant putting her own needs on the back burner. Welcome to the History or Truth channel. Subscribe to see more videos, leave a like if you like today's story. Maria was married to a man named João, who was a successful businessman in the city. They had a happy marriage and a comfortable life. However, everything changed when João died suddenly in a car accident. Maria was devastated and didn't know how to deal with the loss of her husband. But the worst was yet to come. She discovered that John had a mistress, who had given birth to his 2 children. These 2 boys, now orphans, needed a home and someone to care for them. Maria was shocked and hurt by her husband's betrayal, but her heart opened to the 2 children who now depended on her. She knew she couldn't leave them alone and decided to take responsibility for them. At first, Maria had difficulties raising her husband's children and accepting the situation in which she found herself. She felt like she was being punished for something she hadn't done. However, she couldn't leave the children alone and decided that she needed to be strong for them. Maria faced many challenges, including criticism and judgment from others in town. A lot of people thought she was crazy for taking responsibility for 2 kids that weren't her own. Some even called her an opportunist, saying she was trying to secure her share of her husband's inheritance. However, Maria didn't care what others thought. She knew the 2 boys needed love and care, and she was willing to give whatever she could for them. Mary worked very hard to support herself and John's children. She worked multiple jobs and did whatever she could to save money. She had a dream of giving the boys a better life than she had. Over time, Mary fell in love with John's children. She loved them as if they were her own children. She taught them to read, write, and do their homework. She also took them on walks and took them to church on Sundays. The boys were very grateful for all that Maria had done for them. They loved her like she was their own mother. They called her Mama Maria and felt blessed to have someone like her in their lives. One day, when the boys were 10 and 12 years old, Maria received shocking news. She discovered that the boys' biological father had died and left them a sizable inheritance. The news came as a shock to Maria, who had no idea that the boys' biological father had left an inheritance. She knew it meant the boys' lives could change forever. However, she also knew that inheritance could bring problems. Maria knew that many people in town would want a share of the boys' inheritance. She feared that the boys would be exposed to greedy and malicious people who would try to take advantage of them. However, Maria did not let fear overcome her. She knew she needed to protect the boys and the inheritance their biological father had left. So, she made a decision that shocked everyone in town. Maria decided to donate the boys' entire inheritance to charity. She wanted the money to be used to help others who needed it more than the boys. She also wanted the boys to learn a valuable lesson about generosity and loving others. Many people were shocked by Maria's decision. She had the opportunity to change the boys' lives forever, but she chose to donate it all to charity. Some called her crazy, saying she was throwing away a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. However, the boys were happy with Maria's decision. They knew that she had done what she thought was best for them and the community in which they lived. They also learned a valuable lesson about generosity and the importance of helping others. Over time, the story of Maria and the boys spread throughout the city and beyond. Many people have been inspired by Mary's generosity and courage. They learned that even in difficult situations, it is possible to find love and hope. Maria continued to care for the boys as if they were her own children. She watched them grow into strong, gentle men. She knew that her decision to donate the boys' inheritance had been the right choice and that it had made a difference in the lives of many people. In the end, the story of Maria and the boys became a legend in the city. They were remembered as examples of generosity and love for others. And Maria was remembered as a strong and courageous woman who did what she thought was best for others, even if it meant sacrificing her own interests.